That's he, him. Well, those are some of my videos. Every video when I can. And guess what? I'm talking today about something pretty simple but also pretty complex, depending on your point of view on it. Though most people see it as complex, and that is responsibility to the reader. For those of you who have a large audience, let's say 100 people read your book. I actually have a lot more than that, but let's just say that for now. Well, to those 100 people, they read your book and they get an emotional response from your book. That's the point of reading or consuming any media. You get an emotional response. Now, you are responsible for what your reader's emotional response is. And let's say that, you're writing about someone that they care about. That's your point. You're supposed to make them care about who you're writing about. Okay, so they care about your character, and when they get hurt, your reader gets hurt. Now, and you are responsible for that hurt. Now, that depends on what you're comfortable being responsible for. For instance, you know the Teen Titans Go episode, Batman vs. the Justice League? Please tell me you don't, because I hate that show, and I only watched it because I'm a huge DC fan, and it's like watching a train wreck. Basically, it's an episode where Teen Titans are pranking each other. Now, you know how characters react to certain situations. Okay, that's obvious. You know how sometimes you'll give your character trauma to combat? Well, imagine giving your character loss of his parents, and then he has friends who decide to prank him. And this character hears that his parents are in the other room. In this universe, it is possible, but unlikely, for this character's parents to come back from the dead. And he runs in to find that not only are his parents not there, but it was a prank from his friends to make him think that, so he would run it into tape. And at this point, he breaks down into tears. Tell me, is that emotional response supposed to be, haha, that's so funny, or, oh my god, I am crying? Well, according to Teen Titans Go, that is supposed to be, haha, that's so funny, what a knee slapper. So, that's just something I want you guys to be aware of when writing, is the emotional response to your writing. What's supposed to be a joke, what's supposed to be heartfelt, what's supposed to be sad. That's something that, and everything in between. That's something you should have a firm grasp on. Now, I'm not saying everyone will have the same emotional response to your books. Far from that, everyone will have a different response. But you should have somewhat of a control over what you are sending out. If you are going to send out a book aimed at teens, are you going to put a rape scene in it? Okay, I'm probably gonna get censored for that, but yeah, are you going to put a rape scene in it? The answer is obviously no. And it's the same thing with any other demographic. You need to know what you are putting in your book. You need to know the emotional response caused by that, and you need to keep on top of that at all times. Oh, by the way, everything looks awful because I got a new computer and the camera is just garbage. But yeah, that's the basics of it. You need to be aware of what you are writing. You need to know it. You need to take great care with what you put in, especially for children. You know, all those people who say, it's just for kids, what are you gonna do? Well, here's the thing. those people are idiots. Do you think we should give low quality stuff to kids? Is that what you're saying? Or are you saying because it's for kids, there's no actual value for it for adults? But the thing is, if it's done well, there should be value for everyone. For adults, because you can look at it and see the care and thought that went in. For children, because it's just fun and entertaining and teaches good lessons. It doesn't even have to teach good lessons, it just needs to be fun and entertaining. Which needs to be fun, it needs to give an emotional response, and it needs to be there for them. I know I'm rambling a lot. Usually I have an episode script, but for this I'm just talking. But I guess this is a twofold episode. Beware of what you put out there. Beware, have a responsibility to the readers who are going to look at your work and take something from it. And second, just because something is for kids does not mean that your responsibility is any less. In fact, your responsibility just turned to 10 times as much, and your quality needs to have doubled. For those of you who think that I'm joking or something, no, dead serious. Because if a kid is watching it, that means a kid is going to be influenced by that, and it's going to affect what kind of adult they are going to be. Beware of that when you write. If you are just writing for yourself, fine. But if you are writing and other people are going to see it, then you should be aware what kind of response they are going to have to it, what kind of impact it will have on them, and what kind of impact it will have on the writing community in general. Because if one writer ends up in a controversial situation, that means that other people are looking at other writers with more scrutiny. So if you think your book is going to cause controversy, think hard about if you want it to or not. Okay, well, that's my episode. Be sure to like, share, and comment. I'll be talking to a lot of you on Wattpad about this, so bye!